Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Andy Sterkowitz. I'm a self-taught software developer, and in this video, what I wanted to cover with you is to answer the question, really, can anybody become a software developer? Does it not matter what your personality type is? Does it not matter what your intelligence is? Can anybody who decides to do this actually follow through and make this happen? So I'm going to answer that question. It's a question I get a lot here on my channel. If you're new here, by the way, if you don't know who I am, like I said, I'm Andy. I'm a self-taught software developer. I taught myself to code back in 2014. I got a job in 2015. I actually mentor and coach people who are trying to do the same thing. So if you're interested in content like that, I highly recommend hitting the subscribe button below. Also make sure to hit the bell icon so you get notifications anytime I put out a new video. Now, let's answer the question. Can anybody become a software developer? The thing is this, a lot of people ask me this question, like they'll send me messages and they'll leave comments on the channel like, can anybody become it? If anybody decides that they're gonna do it, can they do it? And I fear that they don't really care. It's not really like, they're not trying to get the answer like, is this actually possible for everybody? They don't really care. What they're really asking is, can I do this? Right? Like the person asking the question is wondering, can they really become a software developer? And so instead of trying to think of like, what's the best personality trait? Is there some personality test that I can take? Should I take an IQ test to figure out whether I'm smart enough to do this? I would say throw that all out the window. What's crazy about programming, crazy about the time that we live in now, is that you can actually start to get into this with very low investment and very low cost. Meaning there are plenty of free tutorials on YouTube. There are low-cost programs you can take just to start learning and seeing if you actually enjoy learning and the process of learning to code. If you spend a week, a month, 2 months of learning to code, you really enjoy it and you just continue forward with it, awesome, then you found a new potential career. If you try it out for 2 months and you just can't really seem to get into it, either you just don't enjoy it, it's like, nails on a chalkboard when you're trying to do this, then maybe it's not the right career for you. But what the problem is, I find a lot of people are in what's called analysis paralysis, and they want to sit around and make sure that they make the right decision without even trying anything at all. So they'll spend 2 months in analysis mode without making a decision, and when they finally make the decision, they could spend 2 weeks trying to figure out whether they actually like it or not. So instead of trying to make the best decision based on data and facts and analysis and personality tests, go buy a course. Go start reading a book. Try to actually make something with what you know. And if you enjoy that process, then chances are good that you can figure out the rest. You don't have to, people even say all the time, you have to be passionate about this. The only people who should do this should be passionate. That's just not true. I've met many software developers who are actually pretty good. They're not that passionate about it. They happen to be very good. Maybe their mind just works very well with logic and programming and code. And then there's other people who are really passionate about it. They love it. Maybe they're not that smart, meaning they're not the most intelligent person, but then they get through it. So as far as being passionate, having intelligence, having a good personality fit, look, at the end of the day, if you really enjoy this, you'll probably find a way to persevere through it. And again, going back to what I had said at the very beginning, there's a very low cost in terms of time investment, and at least now you can find some free or very low cost courses to figure out whether you're going to like this or not. So the key here is don't spend too much time. Don't try to analyze your personality. Don't try to figure out if you are intelligent enough for this. Dive into it for at least a month. Try it for a month. If you like it, then chances are good you can make it through to the next part. If you hate it after a month, then you can walk away and go try something else. Maybe you go back to the career that you're on, or maybe you can change careers to something that's more in line with what you like to do and your interests. So I hope this video is helpful. If you enjoyed the video, as always, please leave it a like because YouTube loves that, the YouTube algorithm. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, guys. Peace out.